Hi, I'm Roger and welcome back to the Tractor Tech channel. Getting ready to bring my 16-foot equipment trailer inside so that I can work on the suspension on it. I'm going to do a rebuild on it. I'll show you what I've done to this trailer so far. I'm working on trying to get it ready for a state inspection, and then after that I'm going to work on getting it fixed up and looking a little better. So off camera, I installed a breakaway. The breakaway was not on the trailer when I got it. Don't worry about the wiring. I'm still working on the wiring. It's going to be tied up and put in a loom. And then I replaced the rear brakes and I've added front brakes. Now if you look, the trailer's setting level, but look at that equalizer, how it's hanging down in the front. So I have new equalizer, shackles, and bushings I'm going to put on this trailer to rebuild the suspension. Then after that, that's what I'm going to do in this video. After that, I need to check the lights out, get all the lights working on it, leave most of them due, and the very last thing is to replace the coupler. The coupler's worn out on it. So I'll get this thing inside where it's much warmer and not windy. So I have the trailer in the garage now and have it jacked up, jack stand under it so it's safely supported. Take a look at the parts I have for this suspension rebuild. These are my new equalizers. Got new spring shackles. These happen to be zinc coated or galvanized, something, I don't know. New bolts, new lock nuts, and bushings. Hopefully these are the correct bushings for the springs. It's kind of a little difficult trying to measure that stuff when it's together. So the first thing I'm going to do, since it's already jacked up, is remove both of the wheels. So now you can see things better. I don't know. Now you can see things better. You can see how this equalizer is hanging down. I was taking a pry bar, I could pry it and make it move, but I don't know. It just goes back to that position. I think everything's just so badly worn. And you can see how that spring shackle there is worn. So I'm going to see what size sockets I need and get ready to remove this equalizer. While I have the equalizer out, I can go ahead and put my bushings in the springs here also. I'm going to need 2 floor jacks, 1 for each axle to support the axle while I'm doing this. So I have a floor jack under each axle, and I'm going to try to remove one of these bolts here and see what I have. The new ones are splined, so these should be splined also. I'll find out. See what we have here. So the bushing, very badly gone. Spring appears to be okay. You can see the shackle is egg-shaped tremendously. Now, I'll get one of my new shackles and a new bolt. See if they look like they're correct. Alright, my shackle is correct. See how badly that one was worn. I got this trailer from a guy that was a landscaper, so he was pulling it every day with his mowers on it. I don't know who was inspecting it, and I don't know who's maintaining it, but it looks like a lot of things were let go on it. Now, I've got this apart. Yeah, there's what's left of the bushing. Alright, so I put some red grease inside of all the bushings, took a bolt, pushed it through, spun it all around so it's in there really good. We'll just double check. Yes, it is the same as my previous equalizer. And that bolt has a spline on it. I'm just going to use a plumber's brush. Go inside and clean this out a little. There we go. Now, slip the new bushings into place. So I ran into a problem with my Amazon shackles. I read a review that the bolt holes were too small in them. Sure enough, they're too small, so I had to ream them out. Got my fingers crossed. Also, that same person said that the bolt holes are offset in them, and they are. If you look at them closely, you may not be able to see that on camera. So that's why I put a Sharpie mark on them. I'm going to put them this way. There it is. Well, I'm going to go back to the workbench and drill out 2 more shackles. Alright, I don't think you can see what I did on the rear bolt. So up here at the front, I already have the impact on. I'm building up air, so sorry the air compressor is running. Knock this bolt out. There's the old bolt out. I'm going to let the floor jack down. Then on the rear, I had to do on this side. I had to take a pry bar. There's what's left of my bushing. Cleaned up a little bit, ready to go in. Going to jack the axle back up into place. shifted towards the left side of the trailer just a hair now. Pretty close there. And where did I put my bolt? Get this floor back out of the way. Just not completely. Now, last thing I have to do is go around, torque all of these bolts that I just installed, and then I'm going to throw the wheels back on, move to the other side, and repeat the same process. Well, there it is. Got the new shackles on, all new bushings, new bolts, new nuts. Same on the other side. Go around and show you that real quick. That huge clump of leaves was actually frozen to the one tire when I backed it in. Here's the left side of the trailer, all new parts.